Satan's final deceptions. Last week we started looking at the message of the second angel in Revelation chapter 14. It's a warning against the religious system that is trying to use him for its own purposes through deception. This week we look at some specific deceptions that challenge God's authority. The controversy against God is all built on deceptions. This is also the biggest problem at the end. For humanity, it started with the lie that if we separate from God, we will not die. The immortality of the soul is the oldest and most cruel deception. All kinds of theories about immortal souls going straight to heaven or hell and so on have infiltrated Christianity and deformed the clear and simple biblical understanding. There is no life outside of God. God is the source of life. As we disconnected from Him, we degrade and die. Our only hope is in letting Him repair our brokenness. Let Him help us reestablish the connection. Let Him pay our debt so that we can live. Babylon, as many ancient civilizations, worshipped the sun. The sun worship is another deception and deformation that has deeply infiltrated Christianity. Christmas is a retuned pagan holiday celebrating the sun. Celebrating the day of the sun, Sunday, replaced the day pointing to God as creator and sustainer of life. At first sight, innocent and sometimes very nice and pleasant practices and celebrations are a powerful tool to steer authority and dependence away from God and to distort the relationship with Him. Breaking and refusing our dependence from God, it becomes all about us, our way to do things, our way to solve problems, our way and our efforts to become good and worthy for salvation. There is nothing we can do to repair the damage of sin. We need God's grace. No matter how much we push and try to build obedience to the law, we are slaves of sin. Satan's deceptions infiltrated in Christian doctrines aim to keep us away from the grace of God and in the misery of our own weaknesses. Human-made salvation or human-made independence from God, it's so a terrible deception, keeping us prisoners and hostages of Satan's insinuations. God's message and warning is clear. Stay away and get out from those spreading, institutionalizing, and imposing deceptive practices and beliefs that aim to deform God's message and to keep us away from Him. So, how can I summarize this week's study in the length of one tweet? #LessonIn1. Satan's final deceptions are altered imitations and alternatives to God's teachings, like immortality of the soul, reliance on self, displaced worship, all aiming to keep us away from God and imprisoned by our own insufficiencies. Next week, we will look at the seal of God and mark of the beast, part 1.